Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming to our wedding. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. We know it was a big trek to be here, so our little gifts to you are those goblets on the tables. Those are y'all's to take. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to us.
Yep.
Now go eat. There's
Yes.
food.
Eat. Wait, should we announce that Alex made the cake now or later?
Later.
Okay.
Yeah? Just a little bit more on the mic. Can everybody hear me okay? Yeah. Awesome. How's the food? Good? Yeah, it looks delicious. How you guys doing? Feeling good? You look great. Well, we do have some speeches tonight, but we're going to start those off with the beautiful Sedona. Come on up.
You can take it off if you want.
No, thank you. So first and foremost, again, thank you everyone for being here. We are going to open up the mic after my dad gives his speech. Fair warning, if Alex stands up, that's your 15-second warning to finish up or she'll tackle you. You're welcome! Speaking of Alex, thank you for making a beautiful wedding cake. Also, thank you to Shannon and Nick for making the bouquets and saving me the stress. And now speeches.
All right, first up we have Tori.
Hey! I'm expecting big things. What are you doing?
I needed a couple of assistants for my presentation. That was an awesome wedding. This could not have been better weather. This is an insanely beautiful venue. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Tori. I'm James's younger brother. For anyone who's at my wedding, you know James gave an incredible speech at mine. I don't know if I can beat it, but I'm certainly going to try. James has been my best friend literally since the day I was born. When we were little kids, we did everything together. We watched movies over and over until we knew every single word. We shot our bow and arrow at cardboard boxes in the backyard, pretending to be Legolas from Lord of the Rings. We listened to our mom read us Harry Potter before bed and mispronounce Hermione as Hermione. It truly didn't matter what we were doing. We always had a blast, and we were always happy, and I'm so grateful to have shared such an amazing childhood with you. Aww. As we got older, we took incredibly different paths in life, but we've never grown apart. And whenever I see you, it's like nothing ever changed, and we're still the same happy kids we were growing up. Now, James, I'm going to make fun of you quite a bit. But before I do, I want to tell you how much I admire you. For most of us, the biggest thing holding us back from achieving what we want most in life is ourselves. We're scared to try, we're scared to fail, and we're scared of uncertainty. But while most people make excuses why they can't do something, you see something you want and you just go for it. You've successfully made a career as an entertainer, which is a dream many people have, but few have the courage to pursue, and that courage is your superpower. Now, you know what else takes courage? Growing your hair out as a boy. You go through some really awkward hair phases, and most boys give up somewhere along the way, but not James. He spent a large chunk of his life with beautiful, curly, long hair, and I brought some pictures to walk you all through his journey to get there, which my lovely wife, Lauren, and my mother, Kathleen, will help me hold up. So, one of the first speed bumps in the road was what I call the chia pet phase. which happened around 8th and 9th grade. He then evolved into the next stage, which I'm not sure exactly how to describe.
I still think that looks good.
She's like,
Yeah.
I do remember distinctly around the time this picture was taken, James got into an argument with our father. Dad, we love you, we miss you, we wish you could be here today. I don't remember what the fight was about, but at the end, our dad stormed off, and as he was walking away, he turned back around and added, "And what the hell are you doing with your hair?" It seemed kind of mean at the time, but in retrospect, great question, Dad. James then graduated to the ponytail phase. With his giant forehead gleaming like the beacons of Gondor themselves. Okay. This is the one. But my man James, he had a plan. He had a vision. He persevered, and it was all worth it when he reached his final form. The Kenny G phase.
You haven't seen the actual one out here. They look identical. They really do. Oh, man.
He has obviously since cut his hair, but he continues to think of creative hairstyles and even rocked a mullet to be the best man at my wedding.
Yes, I did.
Which, if the army would have let me, I would have done for his as well. James, I know I speak for both Mom and myself when I say that with all your ballet classes and musical theater performances growing up, we truly didn't know if you'd one day be sitting up here next to a boy or a girl. We would have been fine with either, but we are so happy you chose Sedona. Sedona, you are kind, talented, supportive, beautiful, and you are also very fun. Whether not so sneakily getting drunk in our grandmother's attic with all our cousins, or almost freezing to death going to a rave in an actual blizzard, you are always up for anything, and I can genuinely say I've had some of the best times of my life hanging out with you. I'm so happy I get to call you my sister, and I look forward to making more awesome memories with you in the future.
I don't know how, but I think he beat yours.
Now, I want to end with one final story.
Oh no.
James and I have shared some great times, but there have been some rough times as well. Right after I finished college, before I joined the Army and started med school, we were living together in our dad's apartment in California. Our dad was living in DC that summer, and our mom lives in Amsterdam, so it was just me and James for the summer. And we were both super broke. We didn't have much food in the house, and I went out and bought a loaf of bread and peanut butter to make peanut butter sandwiches. I didn't want James to eat all the bread, so I hid it in my closet. For whatever reason, James was looking for something in my closet, and he found the bread. And he just stood there holding it, looking at me with a hurt expression in his eyes, and said, "You been holding out on me, man?" Well, brother, I'm sorry I hid my loaf of bread from you, but those days are done, and better days are ahead! And I am so excited to see the awesome life you and Sedona build together. Everyone, please join me in toasting this beautiful new married couple. to a wild night and partying in an actual castle. Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Okay, you're really tall apparently. And I didn't know we were allowed to bring props. Also, I didn't I didn't have a lot of time to write my maid of honor speech because if I did the math on how many hours it took me to make that cake, I think I would just curl up and die a little bit.
Let's give it up for the cake.
I know it'll taste good, but I will die a little inside if it does not taste good. Okay. So, growing up, most of our parents told us not to talk to strangers on the internet. There's so many weirdos, and you never know what could happen. Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Alex. I am one of those weirdos. Sedona and I met almost 6 years ago when one of her cosplays popped up on my Instagram, and she had a blue moon on her forehead. Not the beer, but a crescent moon from one of our favorite book series, House of Night. I tagged her on Instagram, and this is what I will call the great debate of our friendship. She swears we met on Twitter. I swear we met on Instagram. It was Instagram. But that is where our story began. However, tonight we are here to celebrate a different story. I've known Sedona and Lynch for half of their relationship about. And she still gets so giddy speaking about him. I think that speaks volumes about their love, despite how he may joke that after they're married, he gets to stop trying. I know that he will never stop dropping her off at work or picking her up from work when her car is in the shop or just when she feels like being a princess and not driving. He will never stop coming up with cute pet names for her and their fur babies. He will never stop being a safe place for her to land when it feels like her world is falling apart. Cue the camel video that you posted on your Instagram story the other day. Would you like to? And that's just to name a few things. I just love you both so much, and I'm just so grateful for you both. To know Sedona is to be loved by her, and it's unlike anything else. It is fierce in almost every definition of the word. A little scary sometimes. It is having someone always believe in you, especially on the days you don't believe in yourself. It is endless love, drive, purposeful, and sometimes accidental drunken nights filled with laughter. Her love is one of a kind, and everyone in this room gets to experience it, but Lynch has gotten to experience it for the past 10 years, and will get to experience it for the rest of their lives. I can wish for so many things for my best friend, to succeed in everything that she wants to do, but I will never have to wish for a partner that loves her more. She's found her fairy tale romance, and I can never say thank you enough to Lynch for giving her that every day. I love you both so much, and thank you for letting me be a part of your day. Okay, next, I'm gonna go cry now.
Next up, we have Mr. J.
How'd you do,
How'd you do?
See, you've met
I
my
see you've met my
faithful
daughter.
hand in hand. He's just a little brought down because when you
whenever I
knocked,
talk,
he
she's
thought
worried
you
I'm
were
gonna
the
embarrass
candy
her
man.
again. Don't get... Alrighty. So, hi, I'm Jay. I'm Sedona's dad. Thank you for all making the trek out to the beautiful Tuxedo. Cheers. So anyways, when I look back at my daughter, one thing that has always impressed me about her, my little donut, is that even at a young age, she had a strong sense of identity and self. Sedona has two brothers who are both older than her, and when her mom, Stacy, found out she was finally having a girl, her mom was ecstatic. Stacy was so looking forward to seeing her daughter in pink dresses, having tea parties with her, and doing all those mother-daughter things. But Sedona was like, oh no, I am goth emo. She packed eyeliner for days on her face, and when it came to fashion, it was nothing but basketball shorts. I'm not too sure what was going on with hair, but luckily it was kept well with a hat.
Clearly it was better than my hair.
Another remarkable quality that ties in my daughter's sense of self is her determination and dedication. Not everyone is lucky enough to know who they want to, what they want to do in life, but Sedona did, and she knew it early. When she finished second grade, I asked her, Sedona, what do you want to do for the summer? And without missing a beat, she said, I want to be an actor. I was not prepared for this. I was thinking like, camp? But I was pretty much like, yeah, sure, right. Why don't you go watch Bonnie and the Dinosaur, and I'll go make us something to eat. Third grade starts and rolls around, and here we are a year later at another summer. And I ask her, little one, what do you want to do for this summer? And without hesitation, acting. Now I'm thinking, didn't she say that last year? And what can she possibly know what she's talking about? But I did find a little acting boot camp that met for a few hours each day for the week, and she absolutely loved it. From that moment on, my little donut was hooked, and she's been pursuing her dream with passion and dedication ever since. She's written an amazing screenplay that I truly hope we all get to see one day, whether in a theater or in your living room. I am so very proud of this young woman. I see the benefit of doing this with the phone now. All right. So when it comes to love and balance, one of the best parts of today is knowing that Sedona has found someone who truly understands her, can match her energy and passion. James, you're creative, you're patient and calm, which, trust me, balances her perfectly. For those you who don't know, when Sedona walks into a room, it's like a Tasmanian devil. There are boots here, clothes there, a half-finished Starbucks Frappuccino over there, and guaranteed she's gonna lose at least one chargeable phone item. But somehow, James, you meet all that chaos with nothing but kindness and love. Her mom and I are truly grateful for that. You bring out the best in her, and I am so glad to finally welcome you into our family. When it comes to advice and reflection, I would say that enjoy the time you have together, because it's gonna go by fast before you know it. When you're in the back half of your life and you're wondering what happened, fighting for the simple time together is huge, no matter how silly or mundane it may be, whether getting up for groceries at 6 a.m. on a weekend, it's quality time together. But I guess the most important thing is, no matter what you're doing in life, through the big things and small, sometimes it's just the fact that you're doing it together that matters most of all. So with the toast, I would like to say that may your love for each other stay fearless, that your laughter, which will always be loud, and your heart stay full. Sorry. May you keep chasing your dreams together, supporting each other's passions, and believing in each other. I love you both. Please drink.
Or maybe a bite. I could show you my favorite obsession. I've been making a
All right. For the record, I thought the mullet looked good, but I don't know. We're gonna open it up for open mic, so if you would like to come up and say some words, but keep an eye on Alex because she'll beat your ass, I guess, if you go too long.
off the stand. No, well, no. I know. I'll yell. Yeah, just holler, baby. You can take it off. Long ago, in a land long
Wait,
since.
into the mic, babe. Into the mic.
Long ago.
Well, you know what? Actually, guys.
There you go.
Thank you, love. Long ago, in a land long since burned to ash. Oh, wait. Wrong fairy tale. Sedona, we are so lucky that a book and the World Wide Web and a whole lot of courage brought our whole group together. Dodo, you are such a blessing, and we are so thankful that the dead guy standing by my locker brought us together. Lynch, I never thought that we would bond over The Office, you attending my literal dream ballet school, and many, many hours watching The Masked Singer together. We love you both. And remember that you guys will always have friends to vent to, fight in front of, and get you out of jail if needed. From her lawyer. We love you both. And remember, you can always choose to be right or you can choose to be happy. And that piece of advice has guided me and Jared through our marriage so far. And I would really recommend it. So you can either be right or be happy. And remember that yes, dear, gets you a long way. We love you both, and cheers to the happy couple.
All right, I wasn't gonna give a speech, and then I started drinking, so I'm gonna give a quick speech. I feel like I have to say something just because I've been there since the very beginning, out in LA when these two got together, and they even somewhat credit me for getting her the job that got them together. So you're welcome, everyone. Cheers to that. I absolutely love these two, and we have had some crazy wild nights in LA. It hurt when you guys left. I was like, man, those are some of my favorite people. I would love to say that I'll never forget all those crazy nights, but to be honest, I didn't remember most of them the next day. So, but there's proof somewhere. I know they were pretty wild. But yeah, you guys, ever since you guys first started dating, you guys have been you guys are just perfect pieces of a puzzle. You guys are the same kind of weird. You guys are it's so true. I've never seen people that just get each other so well. And for anybody who's lived in LA or dated in LA, you never really expect anything to work out. You just don't. And to see them continue on and then to come all this way and be here and see this wedding in a castle with Pirates of the Caribbean leading, and it's just so cool to see that you guys met each other and you've stayed consistent and the same type of people and just completed each other all the way, and to have this wedding that is so you guys. Like, this wedding is so you. If I had come to this wedding and you weren't here, I would have been like, James and Sedona got married? Like, this is so you guys, and I love that for you. And here's to some more crazy nights down the road with you guys now as a married couple, but I love you guys, and I'm happy for you. Cheers.
You killed it. He's like, I...
It's tequila.
Oh, fuck.
Dolan.
Dolan.
Don't call me up this much, I will just let you down.
Good entrance, right? Oh, goodness. Yeah, as someone that spends more time with Sedona than I do with my own girlfriend, I felt like it was important that I came up here and just talked about the positive impact that she has on my life. Sedona, not Shannon. We love you. I love you, Shannon. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get more time. I'm trying to get more time off work. I'm working on it. Yeah.
It's my boss for reference.
Yeah.
And good for
my name is Nick. I've been Sedona's boss. This is, I guess, now my kind of second or third time, and it never gets any easier. I really thought it would. I was actually trying to say something else there, and I literally just couldn't. The half-drink Frappuccino, oh my God, that one hit me really. I was like, oh, She drinks more caffeine in one day than probably most humans should in a lifetime. And somehow, like, you're still are like asking for cold brew. And I don't know. I will say, just working with you is just like kind of being in the jungle. Like, I never know what I'm going to find, and I'm kind of terrified always. But, you know, yeah. But that's like the most wonderful thing about you, Sedona. I would not want you to be predictable, because that's not you. That's you know. And I think it's so amazing that you can somehow turn your chaotic energy inwards and then finally, like, actually serve a restaurant. like, you know, without, and you know, some of the quirks, but like a lot of it kept inside. You're still, you and Alex are the only two people I know that can serve the bar and the whole restaurant, and I think it's crazy when you guys do it. I'm like, I could never move like that. Anyways, it's awesome. It's a really, really special talent, and especially in the last couple months, you were super stress-free, and that was awesome. It was great. Every day you were like, Nick, I'm in the best mood today. Yeah, please. I'll bring you one. Am I allowed to? Okay. But getting to know you throughout all of this has been so wonderful. And then I then remember seeing Jericho Rose play for the first time, and I was like kind of, I don't know, blown away by how she was like, oh, you got to meet my boyfriend, he's so freaking talented. Like, and then I saw you guys play, and I was like, holy shit, they're actually like really, really good. Sorry for the cussing. But like, it was just, and you know, anytime anyone suggests music to you in Nashville, you're like, all right, you know, yeah, I get it. But it was so cool to see somebody so like passionate about what they do. And just like the gentleman before me said, you're both the right type of weird for each other in the best ways. You both, that was the most like you guys ceremony ever. That was perfect. So thank you guys so much for having us. I love you both so much to death. He loves you more intensely than I think I've ever seen anyone love anybody else. And it's really, really wonderful. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for having us. Appreciate you.
I'll be back with a shot. Nick.
So I met Sedona first in 2020 when I moved to Nashville, Tennessee from Arizona. And pardon me if I also cuss like Nick did, but
When does Sedona not cuss?
yeah, valid, very valid. And the first friend that I ever made was Sedona. And ever since that day one in training at the good old Grand Hyatt Nashville, she made me feel welcome. And I moved out there all by myself, my family here in Arizona, and she gave me a sense of belonging. And to be alone in a different state where you don't know anyone, you just want that community. You want to be like a part of something, and she always said that from day one. I would always think to myself that, what the hell am I doing all the way out here, all by myself? And it all served its purpose, and it was a wonderful time just being always included with all the family functions that you had, and I just felt like one of your brothers. There was a lot of memories that were made, including me walking down a street. Where was that, Alex?
Oh,
that he had to pick me up like 2 blocks later.
It was a corner somewhere.
Yeah. But being in a lonely place and her making you feel welcomed and loved and accepted is something that is not replaceable. And for that, I will always cherish you. Cheers to the both of you.
Oh, you thought I wasn't gonna?
I knew.
I want you to know I wrote this before Tori had his entire diagrams of your hair journey. Just so that's clear, I'm not stealing your joke, Tori.
Are you bringing up the hair too?
I'm not bringing up the hair, but it's not the focal. It's not the focal.
Okay.
But hi guys. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Hannah. I have been in a duo with James for the better part of 10 years.
Yep.
I'm also an OG Saddle Ranch member that saw the entire inception of them being together back when Sedona had red hair and was the #1 merch selling hostess at Saddle Ranch that broke every record in the book. I actually wrote this down though, but I've known these two for longer than I'd probably care to admit in public. James and I have played music together for years, which means I have seen him in every state of mind, outfit, and hairstyle imaginable. Well, we were all there for the mullet, right? You know.
We were.
And somehow Sedona still said yes, so clearly love really is blind. Love you like a brother. I remember when the three of us worked back in Saddle Ranch, which, you know, if you know, it was the kind of place where dreams, chaos, and Jack Daniels all lived under one roof. One night, Sedona, I remember this clear as day. I was working behind the bar, and Sedona came up to me, and James and I had started writing music together. It was a city full of actors, and although he's an incredible actor as well as a Sedona, I'm not. I was just a musician, and so we kind of connected and started writing music, and Sedona came up to me, and she said, "So you're friends with James, right? Think you can put in a good word? I think he's so cute." She kept wanting to meet him, and I was like, "Oh no, she's so adorable. He's doomed." Cut to today. James and I have collected more dumb inside jokes than probably anyone we know, which, Sedona, I sincerely apologize for because you've had to hear at least half of them. Speaking of chaos, Sedona once did my makeup in the back of a moving van on the back roads of northern France with the world's craziest driver behind the wheel. If she can make me look good under those conditions, I have zero doubt she can handle anything marriage throws at her. But that's who you are, Sedona. You have showed up in every possible way to support the person you love at every moment. There have been so many shows. How many people have been to a Jericho Road show because Sedona brought you out? Wouldn't it be awkward if we sucked? That would have been really awkward. But you have always championed each other and everything that you guys love, and it is the most incredible and magical love to see, and I love it. And I feel like a little piece of me is with you guys always because of your psychotic cat, Salem. For those of you that don't know, Salem was their newest member of their pack, and he was in a tree outside my house, and I said, "I just found a stray cat. What do I do?" And I thought, Nathan lived in California, so he was not a good resource at the time, but I thought I'll call the only cat lovers I know, and I fed the cat milk like an idiot because that's what I saw in every Disney movie, and apparently you're not supposed to do that. Sorry about that cleanup you guys had. But James and Sedona, you two are the real deal. You make each other better. You make everyone around you laugh, and you've built something that's grounded, creative, and full of love. So here's to both of you. May your life together be full of laughter, good stories, and just the right amount of chaos, frappuccinos included, and 0 Saddle Ranch mechanical bull incidents. And you can tell Kiki I said that. Yay. So cheers to James and Sedona, guys.
What you got, JT?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know me, my name is also James.
Yeah.
And I was trying to break up the Saddle Ranch stuff, but here we are. You beat me to it, Hannah. Sedona and I actually met in acting class. I don't know, what was that, 2012?
Oh, God. No, it was 11 years ago, yeah.
It was a long time ago.
A reminder from Then There's College Today.
There we go. Yes, she actually cast me in one of her short films. And then we ended up being it. It was great. What are you talking about? And then we ended up taking acting class together, and eventually she convinced me to come work at this horrible place called Saddle Ranch. That was where I got to spend many late nights hearing her bitch and complain about wanting to be with James. Late night phone calls, us going home together, talking about it more. You know, there's just a lot of obsession there. A lot of obsession. And now here we are.
Yeah, well, it worked out.
But to be fair, there's also no one that I've ever seen her be more obsessed with and be more obsessed with her. These two, outside of me and my husband, sorry, I'm just going to call them out, are so meant for each other. You two make each other better. You support each other so much. And ever since that day when you were crying to me about how you didn't know if you were going to get him, we all knew that it was going to happen. We love you so much. We're all so happy to see the two of you grow as people, grow together as partners, and you're going to create such a beautiful life together. So, cheers to this couple who is so meant for each other. We love you both, and we cannot wait to see what you do in the future.
Stop making me cry. Hang on to that tissue, honey. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sasha. I'm James and Tori's older sister.
Hi.
Hi. I didn't write a speech, so you get my natural, like, after 3 drinks version. So, I also remember when James and Sedona first started dating, because it was right around the time that me and my husband first started dating, and he moved out to California to come live with me. And he came through LA, and I met him there, and we hung out with James, and he was like, you know, there's this little blonde girl who really seems to like me. It's so weird to have somebody, like, into me. And I was like, you know what? Okay, this could work. We heard some stories about, like, oh, hanging out at the apartment and hooking up at the apartment. And I was like, I'm interested to see where this goes.
Allegedly. David taught me that.
We have 2 lawyers. We're good all around. And then when our father passed away and we came suddenly from DC, where we had just missed him, to LA to clean out his apartment very hurriedly because we wanted to not have to pay another $4,200 in rent for another month.
Yeah.
Sedona, bless her heart, joined us and helped us get through that. And for all that people have talked about her being like a little Tasmanian devil, chaos in motion, I got to really see Sedona stand up and really be there for James when he was sitting in our dad's library with stuff all around him, absolutely in tears because he could not decide what to pack up. He didn't know what to take. And Sedona was there and she's like, no, honey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get through this. I'm gonna take care of you. And she's like, I'm posting this on Facebook Marketplace. I'm posting this on this. I'm posting this on that. And she helped us get through that very long and very hot few days. Yeah. Drinking gin at night to fall asleep because it was so hot and humid in a place that is never hot and humid. And that was when I knew that you guys were really destined to be together, because I could see that you were the yin to his yang. And I'm so, so grateful that I get to call you my sister, because you're so much fun. And I love you so much. And I'm so lucky to have brothers that I love and I really enjoy hanging out with because they are genuinely good people. And I'm so fortunate that they've both found partners who are also such amazing people and so much fun. So thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sydney, and I'm going to start by telling you the very first words that came out of Sedona's mouth when we met. We were working at P.F. Chang's in Sherman Oaks in California. I was a new hire at the restaurant. She walks up to me and she goes, "Nice boobs. Hi, I'm Sedona." First words. But that started something beautiful. And I want to touch on something Alex said, and that was the fierceness in the way she cares for people. it scared the shit out of me at first. And I got used to it, and I realized how passionate you are, and it's beautiful. And I love you so much for it, and it made me realize that you're my only really you're my only really like passionate friend. No one cares about me the way you do. And we can go talking every day or not talk for a year and a half. But the passion is always there. It's beautiful and it's bright. And you're my new K-pop best friend, Lynch.
Yeah.
I just realized we're both into K-pop, so that's
100%.
we're gonna get there. But I love you. Thank you for taking care of her. Thank you for being there for her. And I admire your strength and your beauty every day. And I love both of you.
Okay, no one else is gonna make me cry, right?
Hopefully not. I'm just gonna tell you to cut cake.
We have a beautiful cake in the back. Thanks to Alex. And I believe it's time to cut that cake.
All right.
So if you guys would head over there and...
1 second.
Oh,
Aaron John Hurley.
never mind.
After this, we'll eat
Yes,
cake.
after this cake.
Okay, after this, we're eating cake.
I'm so sorry about this, everyone. No, this is going to be very short and sweet because there is nothing that I can say that hasn't already been described about these two. The first time I met Sedona was also in acting class. She came in like a tornado because I think she was running late from a shoot that she was doing previously that day because this one never can stand still. And if you told me that we would still be friends this intensely 5 years later, I would have told you you're a liar because her confidence intimidated the shit out of me. She was the only person that I've really known that has known what she's wanted to do for her entire life. And she follows it with a fierceness that is unmatched. And to have found somebody that equals that passion is insane to me. And these two are the most confident and passionate people and most loving and attentive. And I would not be here on the path that I am today if it wasn't for both of these people coming into my life and refusing to let me leave. So I love both of you so much, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes the two of you. So thank you. Cheers.